I went on a first date. And when I opened the door, my man was at my front door. And I was like, oh, like, right? And then he hit me with the Rico. He pulled the flowers out. And I was like, wow, this is different, right? So I'm not even paying attention. I brush past this trying to walk down the steps and get to the door, right? Because I'm not paying attention. I'm just so not used to it. And it just hasn't, like, I just didn't have a lot of practice. He opened my car door. I get inside. He closed the door. I immediately went to my group chat. It's weird. Did
you say he opened your car door?
High five.
No,
High five.
no. Now let me explain, right? Let me explain. By the time we got to the restaurant, my follow-up text was, y'all, that's my bad. I just realized and all that stuff we be talking about, we don't really want it. And I felt like he technically did everything that we be saying we be wanting. In my mind, instinctively, my first thought was he corny. But he really did everything that we want. But it
Now I will never be your hater, I'm your biggest fan. I hope it falls into place just how you planned it. Life could put you in a pickle, just make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. More importantly, you saw the clip. Let's talk about being weird. I'm glad the lady in the clip recognized that she was probably the problem. But the issue about this weird thing is this. If you think it's weird for somebody to basically treat you nicely, you're out of your mind. If that causes you to go, something wrong with them, that's more you problem than them having a problem. And on top of that, we have to talk about this thing where a lot of you folks out here, you want to cry toxic and trauma, but somebody treating you nicely is weird. So just admit that's what you like. You like a rough, wild, possible situation. And that's fine. That's your business. You grown. Do whatever you want to do. But don't turn around and say, oh, I was in a toxic, traumatic situation and I'm trying to heal. No, because what's weird is when you go into life liking and wanting to be in bad situations, and then all of a sudden you're traumatized on the back end. That's weird. That's weird. Now, take it a step further. To be grown and go out on a date and go into a group chat just immediately, you close the door. I mean, let me tell y'all something. You grown. What do you need tips for? What do you need to talk to other people for? That's the idea of getting to know the person that you're going out on a date with. See, all of this needing input and giving input to a bunch of other people, that could wait till it's over with. And you know, the self-awareness came in this situation. It came late, but it happened. But that's a problem. That's a major, major problem when you find yourself in a situation where you're just starting to realize, yo, I'm out of pocket. If this is what I say I want, when I get it, I shouldn't act a certain way. Well, yeah, that's the reality of it. You shouldn't, but you did. I'm glad you talked about it. Real talk, because a lot of other women need to know that this is you ladies' experience. And this is what you ladies do when you're out in the world, quote unquote, dating, quote unquote, looking for love or lust or whatever you're doing, right? So would it have been weird if he'd have just said, you know what? Let me treat you poorly on this date. I see that you don't like simple things like me opening the car door for you. And let me rewind a little bit. When she said she just walked right by the guy like he wasn't there because she's so in this, that, and the third, whatever zone she was in. Do you know how ridiculous that sounds? Like, people sometimes don't put what they, like when people listen to stuff, they don't put it in a practical application. Not her in a sense, but people listening like, oh, somebody comes to your house, pick you up for a date, and you just walk right by. Like, I'm just so used to doing this. It's like, what the fuck? You're socially awkward or you stupid. Which one is it? Because in a normal, in any kind of setting, it not even any kind of setting. If you're going out on a date, you got to know that that's ridiculous. So I'm going to go out on a date and act like I don't even know my date the minute that they pick me up. That's ridiculous. But hey, to each his own, right? But for you ladies out here, we don't talk about the bad dating experiences that men have dealing with y'all. See, y'all like to talk about all of the no gooders, the no good men that you've been in relationships and on dates with, and now you built your whole little, Marvel bad dating origin story of, now you're the superhero of, super trauma. But you don't talk about these type of experiences that when people go out on a date with you, they like, man, that fool was crazy. They was doing all kinds of stupid stuff. But I'm going to get into that in another video, how, y'all don't think about the things that y'all do in public and one-on-one in person. And on top of that, we got to, touch on this part of it where you do realize some of y'all act like this and then y'all come to like the guy. And then y'all think, he's not trying to kiss me or he ain't trying to sleep with me. And it's like, do you realize you've been acting like a nutcase the whole date? It didn't dawn on you that something's off about you when you're dating? But hey, you tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna tell you.